Hello everyone, Richard Evans here from NewTek, and I wanted to create a video for you real quick because I know that we're all being affected by the COVID-19 outbreak. We're not able to meet in big spaces, might not be able to even go to work, so a lot of our productions are going to be affected by this, and so some of our productions are going to need to be doing our interviews for our guests, for our CEOs, etc. remotely. And with the NewTek systems, you can achieve this with something that we have out for free called Skype TX. Skype TX allows you to place remote video calls and then have them directly embedded into your broadcast so that you can deliver the messages that you need to your employees, to your coworkers, to your friends and family, and to your audience. So let me show you how to do that real quick. Alright, so this is the Tricaster TC1 software, and I wanted to let you know that you can access the Skype TX functions on the VMC1, the Tricaster TC1, the Tricaster Mini 4K, and the 410 Plus. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do is go down to one of your inputs, and we'll click on input 9 in my situation here. And if we click on this drop down for source, my local sources, you'll see that I have two options here for Skype TX Caller 1 or Skype TX Caller Channel 2. So you can have two different channels coming in via Skype TX. So I'm going to set this up first. I'm going to put that on Skype TX Caller number 1. All right, and so now we have my Skype logo here in the background. And so the next thing that we're going to need to do is to take notes of the IP address of this Tricaster. So step 1, set up a Skype channel, and then step 2, grab the IP address. And you can do that easily by going up to the top of the screen here, Notification Center, and just take note right here, right in the middle. So my particular IP address on this machine is 1028.3.25. Okay, now let's move over to my laptop to configure Skype TX. All right, now moving over to my laptop, and I want to show you where to get the Skype TX software. You can go to Microsoft.com or Skype.com and just look under their Skype features to look for Skype TX for broadcasters, or just go to Google and type in Skype TX. But I'll also put the URL in a little lower third here so you can get to it and type it in easier if you need to. Okay? And then all you have to do is just download Skype and run the executable file like you would a normal program. And I already have it installed, so let's just get right to it. I'm going to open up Skype TX here. And then I'm going to choose an account to sign in, so I'm going to choose this account here. And then it will ask you to log in with your password. So this is the Skype TX interface. And you'll notice on the left is where I'm going to have all of my contacts, and I'm going to blur those out a little bit. But then also here in the middle, I don't have anything here at the moment. So let's go ahead and fill in those channels. So I'll click on the main menu up here in the top right. And from here, what this is going to want you to do is to add a Skype TX unit to controls. So that's when going back to my Tricaster and getting the IP address is going to help me out here. So again, in my case, it's going to be 10.28.3.25. And this is going to be different for your Tricaster probably, but for my case, this is what I got. And then let's go ahead and click on Enter. And then you'll see there at the top in my channel number 1, I have an option for you see the IP address that I'm going to be sending my Skype call to, and then my two channels that I have available to me here. So I'm going to select my channel 1 since that's what I have currently selected on my Tricaster interface. Right. And now I've signed into it, and then the first thing you'll notice is at the top that right now I just have some color bars there with the Skype logo that's bouncing around, and that's just the preview of the Skype call coming into the system. So if I go back to the Tricaster, you'll notice that I had those same color bars in input number 9. All right? But, and then you'll also see beneath that an option for you to sign out of your call, and then also the return feed that's going to be going back to your caller. Now, you'll see the feed that I have right now is very delayed because it is a preview, so it's very low res. That's okay though. It just kind of gives you an idea of what's going to be going to your caller. Now, keep in mind the video that's going to be sent back to your Skype caller is going to be what's ever coming out of mix number 1. So on the output configuration of your Tricaster, let's switch back to that real quick. If I go to my output configuration by clicking on this gear icon on my program output and go to my output configuration, you'll see right now that I have mix number 1 is set up to be my program feed, which I currently have myself selected as that source, my virtual set on my source here. So that's what's going to be going back to your caller. Just keep that in mind. All right, so back on my laptop, what I'm going to do is now place a video call to another laptop that I have on my desk here. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then if I switch over to my laptop, you'll see that I have a call coming in at the top, and I just have to click on this green camera icon to initiate that call. All right, and now we're in Skype, and I can see the Mix 1 output right here on my screen. Now, it might take a little bit of time for everything to shuffle around and get the resolution looking right, etc., but you kind of get the idea of what's going on here. And also, depending on your connection, you might see a little bit of video delay, but not too much, to be honest. But you'll see here, also there's a warning at the top saying NewTek is using a device that could possibly record this, because I am using a Tricaster, which is just good to know security-wise. But you'll also see in the top right corner of my Skype call, I have a video feed of myself. And if I jump back over to my laptop, you'll see the same thing. So as you can see, the call quality on the previous side of things, the Skype TX, isn't the greatest, but again, it's just a preview for it. If I jump back over to the Tricaster interface, check it out. Now I have input number 9 is coming in off of the camera that is on my laptop here. And then at the same time, I'm getting a really good feed coming out of whatever. And now the feed that I'm getting in on my input number 9, that's just coming off of my laptop camera. Of course, you can get a better camera to make it look a little bit nice so it doesn't look like I need to shave, etc. But you can basically use whatever device you want. Anything that can bring a Skype call, either your phone, laptop, etc., is going to be great. Now, once you have your Skype call embedded into your Tricaster, you can use it and switch to it like you would any normal video source. And what's cool about this is with Skype TX, there is an built-in audio mix minus so that your caller isn't hearing their own voice from their ear. They're only hearing what you're sending back to them via the Tricaster. Now, this is some trying times we're all going through right now, but being able to deliver your message to your coworkers, employees, friends, family, and your audience is going to be very important. So, take advantage of this Skype TX feature so that you can do exactly that. And everybody be very safe, and we'll talk to you soon.